It was an ordinary morning at the hospital. Doctors and nurses were rushing in and out, patients sat waiting for their turn, and the day seemed like it would go on as usual. But what happened that morning was anything but ordinary. At around 9 a.m., a stray dog walked through the hospital gates. She looked frail and thin, her coat muddy and her eyes filled with desperation. She wasn't just wandering aimlessly. No, this dog had a purpose. Clenched gently in her jaws was something that immediately caught everyone's attention, a tiny baby wrapped in a tattered cloth. The dog carefully placed the baby near the hospital's main entrance and began barking loudly. Her barks weren't aggressive, they were urgent, as if she was calling for help. At first, people weren't sure what was happening. Some staff members thought she might be dangerous, but others noticed the bundle lying next to her. When they approached, their hearts sank. Inside the cloth was a newborn baby, fragile, tiny, and barely moving. The dog didn't leave the baby's side for even a moment, as if she knew this little life depended on her actions. The hospital staff immediately sprang into action. Nurses carefully picked up the baby and rushed it inside while others tried to shoo the dog away. But she wouldn't budge. She followed them into the hospital, her eyes filled with concern. Doctors later revealed that the baby was just a few hours old, and what shocked everyone even more was that the baby had been abandoned. Left in a pile of garbage nearby, this child had no one to care for her, no one, except for this dog. The baby had been exposed to the cold and was severely dehydrated. If not for the dog's intervention, the doctors said she might not have survived much longer. As the medical team worked tirelessly to stabilize the baby, the dog stayed nearby. She lay down outside the hospital doors, refusing to leave. It was as if she knew this was her responsibility, to ensure the child was safe. The staff, moved by the dog's loyalty and apparent love for the baby, decided to let her stay. In the days that followed, the baby's condition improved. She was given proper care, nourishment, and a safe place to recover. As for the dog, she became somewhat of a hero in the hospital. The staff began calling her guardian angel, and word of her heroic act spread far and wide. Soon, local animal welfare organizations stepped in. They found out that this stray dog had been living on the streets for years, scavenging for food but always showing kindness to those around her. Her extraordinary act of compassion captured the hearts of people worldwide. Offers to adopt both the baby and the dog came flooding in. The authorities began investigating who might have abandoned the baby. While the answers remain unclear, one thing is certain: this child was given a second chance at life because of the unlikeliest of heroes, a stray dog who refused to turn a blind eye. The baby, now named Hope, was eventually placed in the care of a foster family. As for the dog, she found a forever home with a kind-hearted animal lover who promised to give her all the love and care she deserves. This story reminds us of the power of compassion, even from those we might least expect. A stray dog, often overlooked and ignored, taught us what it means to truly care for someone in need. Sometimes, heroes come in the most unexpected forms. And this brave, selfless dog proved that love and kindness have no boundaries. She didn't just save a life, she inspired the world. And that's something we'll never forget.